Good morning and welcome. You're watching Times Now. I'm Sagarika Mitra. In this breaking news broadcast, we're going to show you all the evidence that we've gathered when it comes to the clashes in Nagpur. Take a look at this screen. Not one, not two, not three. We've accessed 6 pieces of CCTV footage where rioters are caught on camera. We will break down each video frame by frame. But first up, let's also listen into the eyewitness accounts that are coming in. Why did the violence spiral out of control? Who spread the rumors? Who incited? Why did the situation go out of hand? How were cops injured so badly? There is CCTV footage, there are eyewitness accounts, there is police version that's coming in. We are piecing together everything to get you the truth about what happened in Nagpur last night. We're going to play out the eyewitness accounts first up. Listen to what they had to say. They are recounting the horror of the clashes that unfolded in Nagpur.
क्या हुआ था
यहाँ पे जी मार धाड़ हो रही थी, इस वजह से हो रही थी बस।
आप यहाँ पर थे कल जब यहाँ पे ये मारधाड़ हो रही थी?
हाँ जी, मार धाड़ हो रही थी। फिर मैं यहाँ से भाग गया था, फिर कभी पिट जाए। हमने गाड़ी ऐसी लगा दी थी। यहाँ पे पीछे हमारा टावर है।
कौन सी गाड़ी?
ये टाटा सफारी है जी। टाटा
सफारी आपकी है जो टूटी है?
वीडियो बनी। हाँ जी।
और कितने बजे हुआ था ये जो हुआ था?
रात के 6-7 बजे के करीब हुआ था। जब भी हुआ था ये बस
6-7 बजे। और दोनों तरफ से पथराव हो रहा था और गाड़ियां जलाई जा रही थी।
नो तो जी पता नहीं, बस आदमी एकदम से आया आगे को, हम भाग के, पुलिस वालों ने भगा दिया कि यहाँ से चले जाओ।
ऐसा आप जब यहाँ पर थे ऐसा लग रहा था कि ये किसी ने जानबूझकर हिंसा कराया है? कोई ऐसे
हम आए थे दिल्ली से ही आए थे हम डायरेक्ट बस।
अच्छा, आप दिल्ली से आए थे?
हाँ, तो हम टावर का काम कर रहे थे। बस आए थे, आते ही ऐसे लोग आपस में लड़ से रहे थे तो हम चले गए थे यहाँ से गाड़ी खड़ी करके।
यहाँ 9:30 से 10:30 के बीच में कम से कम 200 से 300 लोगों के यानी आए। यहाँ जमघट हुआ, तैयार हुआ। जमघट होने के बाद में ये गाड़ियों को खींचने में आई इधर में, और यहाँ कार सामने खड़ी थी। मेरा रामनवमी पोद्दारेश्वर राम मंदिर की झांकियों का, मेरा डेकोरेशन का पूरा माल खड़ा था यहाँ। तो उन्होंने सब निकाल के मेरी बाइक, मेरे भाइयों की बाइक, इन्होंने सब रोड पे लाके यहाँ जलाए, और जलाने के बाद में ये गलियों से भाग गए। तब तक का पुलिस कम से कम आधा घंटा, पौन घंटा ये चलते रहा प्रोग्राम।
पहले सब कैमरे टूटे, बाद में चुन कर वहां तक, उनके घर तक, उनके अंदर तलवार, ये सब दिख रहा है। पूरा वेल प्लान सारा विषय दिख रहा है। मैं अभी सीपी साहब से सुबह में मैंने बात की। ये जो जगह है ये बहुत सेंसिटिव जगह है। यदि शहर में कभी भी कुछ होता है तो पहले 10-20 पुलिस वाले इस चौराहे पे उखड़ रहे थे। वेल प्लान घटना थी। मैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी से भी अभी बात करूंगा। मैं नागपुर अभी पलटे आया हूँ। माननीय पालक मंत्री विशेष विमान से अभी 9 बजे पहुंच रहे हैं। जिन्होंने ये घटना की उनके सारे फोटो इनके डीवीआर में सब है।
Arunil is joining us this morning. He is in Nagpur. He's getting us the eyewitness account. He's telling us about what Nagpur looks like. There is an eerie calm today. There was Section 144 that was imposed. You're listening to the eyewitness accounts. You're listening to what MLAs have to say. Some are saying this was pre-planned. But we are getting you each version one by one. We will also tell you what the footage looks like, the ones that we've accessed. But first up, this is footage number 1. This is a purported video of the clashes that unfolded in Nagpur. Video that cops are very closely examining. If you just take a look at what's happening, there is clear mobilization, and then begins the stone pelting. Take a look. There is mobilization seen here. There are multiple, there's a gathering of sorts. There are men who are seen who are charged. They take a step forward, then they are walking ahead, and then begins the stone pelting. So the stone pelting and the rioters are caught on tape. This is CCTV footage number 1. Footage that shows you how arsonists and vandals and pelters are caught on tape. There is a gathering present here, and the stone pelting continues, and both sides are throwing stones at each other. This is footage number 1. Now let's once again go back to footage number 2 that we've accessed. We've accessed 8 pieces of evidence. After footage number 1, this is footage number 2. Now take a look at this video very closely, after which we'll be going back to Arunil to get us what the police officials are saying. In this video, you will see how, again, there is a gathering here. Stones are being picked up. Then stones are being pelted. Take a look very closely. Then you will see how these pelters go ahead and attack the cars that are present here. This is the purported video of the clashes that unfolded last night in Nagpur. Footage that police is examining. footage that MLAs are also citing to say how everything was pre-planned. But what's the reality? Only an investigation will prove. Look at this footage again. Look at the kind of pelting that's going on. Non-stop stone pelting. Men walking around in groups. And if you also see this, then again, there is one group that charges towards the other side. They are also armed with sticks. Look at how they attack the cars. Pelting happens from one side, the other group charges at charges from the other side, and then they start attacking the cars. Just take a look at how things are unfolding as caught on CCTV. Some vandals and some rioters here are seen masked. They are also seen sloganeering in this footage, and then they are on a rampage. So we've showed you footage number 1 and footage number 2. Let me go back to Arunil, who's getting us a detailed account of what is happening currently on ground. Arunil, there is an eerie calm in Nagpur. Security has been stepped up. Police officials are appealing for calm. Political leaders also are appealing for calm. As you report from Nagpur this morning, get us a sense of what you're seeing around you.
Well, Sagarika, firstly, good morning to you. There is no doubt that Nagpur is a strategically sensitive city because RSS has its headquarters over here. The CM of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, also hails from Nagpur. The entire city, there is normalcy. People are doing their regular routine. Only in this one part, basically from Mahal to Chitnis Park, you can see the entire area has been cordoned off. Massive police deployment over here, fire brigade officials. In fact, we also did a reality check of the entire road on a bike. We should show it to our viewers how vehicles on this side, they have been attacked. They basically lie in a dilapidated condition. There are JCBs being burned, basically torched up by the miscreants who attacked the local residents as well. There are narrow lanes at this Chitnis Park wherein a huge mob tried to enter forcibly. We spoke to locals as well who say that a mob of around 300 to 400 people tried to enter those narrow lanes and tried to enter the houses of these residents with weapons. CCTV visuals again are cogent evidences for the investigating Nagpur police. They say that many of the witnesses, the local MLA Praveen Datke as well as sources from Nagpur police inform us that why these miscreants or why people in the mob were carrying weapons with them.
I want you to stay with us, Arunil, because there are multiple questions that are now emerging based on the CCTV accounts that are coming, CCTV footage and also the eyewitness accounts. Let's do a quick recap of the 2 videos that we just showed you. We have 8 pieces of evidence with us and we are going to break them down one by one. A quick recap of what you saw in video number 1, which you can also see on your screens. In video number 1, you saw the stone pelting and the mobilization and the rioters on tape. In video number 2, we showed you how the mob was armed with stones. They went on a rampage. The mob is seen damaging cars. The cars are attacked with stones and boulders, and the cars are also being smashed with sticks. In that same piece of footage, you also saw knife-wielding men. What were they doing with knives? What were they doing with sticks? Now let's take you through video number 3, and we'll put out that video here on our screens here. This is video number 3. This is clearly, you can make out that this is what the CCTV cameras caught in those areas which witnessed the clashes and the violence. Again, this footage too proves that there was mobilization. The mob is seen running amok on the streets. There is absolute mayhem and rampage. So there is one, or every piece of footage that you are seeing on your screens that even police is now examining goes on to prove that there was mobilization. There were men who were running amok in packs. And then you see how, again, the stone pelting part is caught here on this CCTV footage, how the pelting began. Adding a caveat here, these are purported videos of the Nagpur clashes, videos that even the cops are now examining. We are waiting for an official version to come in from the police. But video number 3 of that has emerged from Nagpur shows how there is non-stop stone pelting, and this is footage that is caught on CCTV. Let's go across to video number 4 that we've accessed. Now in video number 4, another purported video. Again, you can see how cars there are damaged. This is a video, this is clinching footage of how the mob attacked police forces. See, these are men in uniform. They are in helmets. They are in their gear. And then you can see how armed and masked men who are armed with stones, are attacking them violently. There are some police officers who are running because in this footage you get a sense that how there were a number of pelters who gathered and who in a coordinated manner started attacking the policemen. So this video shows how cops were attacked. As per information that we've gathered, there are multiple injuries that cops have sustained. Once again, let me go back to Arunil, who's joining us on the broadcast. Arunil, a lot of policemen who were yesterday trying to control the situation came under attack. If you could also get us details of what police forces did yesterday, the minute the news came in of how situation went out of control, what are the angles that they're investigating, and what about the injured cops? What is their condition at this point of time?
Well, firstly, we'll discuss about the sequence of events. What exactly transpired yesterday? This is the road which connects. There is Mahal on that side. There is a statue of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. There, in the afternoon, a protest by the VHP and Bajrang Dal was held. Likewise, similar kind of protests by VHP and Bajrang Dal were held in more than 50 towns and cities across Maharashtra. Their demand was to relocate the tomb of Aurangzeb. In the evening, startlingly, what happens is a huge crowd gathers. It gathers because of a rumor that has been spread. A rumor is also extremely startling. It is false, but the crowd, the mob believes in it. There is a stone pelting that is taking place from both the sides. There is stone pelting that takes place, and the cops tried to defuse the situation. We also saw on the road, we also saw tear gas shells that were there. Cops tried to intervene, use tear gas, use lathi charge to basically control the mob. But the mob starts attacking the police personnel only. More than 20 police personnel have been injured. That also includes a senior DCP rank level officer as well, who's basically recovering now in the local hospital. With respect to the investigation perspective, the CCTV visuals as well as the eyewitness accounts act as a cogent evidences for the Nagpur police. We spoke to the DCP Rahul Madane as well from Zone 2, which falls, this area falls in Zone 2. He said that
do stay with us because we need to describe the other CCTV footage that we've accessed here on Times Now. So far, we've showed you 4 pieces of evidence, 4 videos which go on to prove the mobilization. The writers are caught on tape. You're seeing how the pelting is underway, the mob is on a rampage, and how even the police force was attacked brutally. Now let's take a look at video number 5, another video. Just look at how the cars are being vandalized, how this is private property. A cooler outside a house is being damaged, and then you will also see one vandal setting a vehicle on fire when it comes to footage number 5 that we've accessed here. A purported video of the Nagpur clash. This is footage number 5 and we are breaking it down. You can see how they're running amok, pelting stones, running, charging towards the other sides. In a few minutes from now, just a few moments into this footage, you can see how the mob, the charged mob, which is armed with sticks and stones, starts damaging the vehicles. This is a vehicle that is damaged here. Then there is another scooty which was kept parked outside a house, which is being attacked with sticks. And then there is a cooler here, which the vandals are also targeting. So private property was attacked. This can be seen clearly. And what is also established through this footage, which is footage number 5, is that they had stones, they had sticks, and they were running amok. They were on a rampage. Let's go across to the next piece of footage that we've accessed here on Times Now. We'll show you footage number 6. So let's show you footage number 6. In footage number 6, just take a look at how this car, how this vandal will get onto the bonnet of the car and then attack the car repeatedly with sticks in his hand. Again, you can see there is an attempt to conceal identity. Some have masks on their faces. If you can see here, some have masks, some are armed with sticks. Masked men running rampage on the streets of Nagpur last night when they go ahead and they attack the car. Take a look at this once again. Here, there is a writer who gets onto the bonnet of the car and starts smashing the car violently. And then there is here another writer who starts pelting stones at the vehicle. All of this and along with the kind of accounts that are coming in from eyewitnesses go on to describe the horror that unfolded. There has been an attack on the police force as well. Top officers are also undergoing treatment. They were injured in the clashes that took place last night. But there are multiple questions that are emerging. Some are suggesting that it was pre-planned. Some are asking, how is it that the mob that attacked with stones had gathered in such quickly? My colleague Arunil has filed this report from the ground, getting you a sense of what Nagpur looks like this morning. Take a look.
At present, we are reporting from the road that connects Chitnis Park to Mahal. This is the main epicenter where the violence basically broke out. On the road also you can see there is oil that is spilled over here. Driving becomes very difficult. This is the area where vehicles were tossed up. On the right side, my video journalist Sachin Yeram is showing you these visuals. On the right side, basically you can see a JCB being tossed up by the miscreants. JCB being completely charred over here. Behind that was also another vehicle that was brutally attacked by the mob that had gathered here. There are narrow lanes on the side. My video journalist is showing you these narrow lanes wherein a huge mob tried to forcibly enter and also tried to attack the residents who are living inside. Many of the eyewitnesses have been calling it as a pre-planned conspiracy. The cops are also looking at it from that perspective. Here also there is another JCB that has been attacked by the mob, basically tossed up by the mob. Several vehicles, several bikes which were parked here, they were also broken into pieces by the mob that had gathered here. We spoke to the local BJP MLA, Mr. Praveen Datke, who said that I would request CM Devendra Fadnavis, who also hails from Nagpur, to conduct a thorough investigation into this, because the CCTV visuals are very significant. It shows people, people in the mob are carrying weapons with them. They are trying to cover their face with a piece of cloth, trying to hide their identity. What exactly was their motive? That also needs to be ascertained. That is what Praveen Datke is saying. Across the road between Mahal and Chitnis Park, there is heavy police deployment. The entire road has been cordoned off. A curfew has been imposed here, and slowly and gradually Nagpur, this part of Nagpur which saw basically massive violence, is crawling back to normalcy with heavy police deployment, as well as several requests have been made by political leaders, including CM Devendra Fadnavis, who again I will point out hails from Nagpur, urging people to maintain calm, ensure communal harmony in this strategically significant city of Nagpur, which also has the headquarters of the RSS. On the right side, my video journalist is showing you, these are the narrow lanes wherein the mob tried to forcibly enter and attack homes over here. Eyewitnesses have been saying that they feel this was a pre-planned conspiracy, because the shops were shut down timely. The people in the mob were carrying weapons. They were trying to tried to cover their identity by covering their face as well.
मैं जानना चाहूँगा कि पहले ये मैं जानना चाहूँगा कैसे यहाँ पर लोग आए, क्या कुछ हुआ, कितने बजे के आसपास ये? उस वक्त हम तो ये इस मोमेंट में ये नहीं थे, इधर नहीं, मैं खड़ा नहीं था, हम चिटनिस पार्क के उधर खड़े थे, पर सब मजमा सुनियोजित तंत्र से सब मजमा गली में गए। राम मंदिर गली हमारी, सब हमारे हिंदू सब समाज रहता है, तो इधर सुनियोजित करके लोगों के घर में पत्थरबाजी करना, ये कार पेटा दी, तो घर भी जलाने की कोशिश की, और आगे जाइए तो वो कार फूटी हुई दिखेगी आपको पूरी, ये लंबी लाइन। आप इसे सुनियोजित क्यों कह रहे हैं, क्यों मानते हैं?
नहीं, एक दिन का ये प्लानिंग से काम होता है, एक दिन का ये विषय नहीं है, एक दिन में ऐसे होता नहीं। बराबर 200-300 का माप गले में घुसना, हर एक मुस्लिम गले घुस के मारना, ये सुनियोजित है। ये वैसे समय पे कभी कोई विषय होता नहीं, ये प्लानिंग का काम है।
जी, मैं आपको पहले एक तस्वीर दिखाना चाहूंगा। यहाँ पर जो एक गाड़ी पूरी जल करके खाक हो चुकी है, और इसके नीचे देखिए कितना बड़ा पत्थर जो यहाँ पर फेंका गया है, और ये गाड़ी पूरी जल गई। और जैसे कि स्थानीय लोग बता गए कि यहाँ पे घरों को भी जो है आग घर में लगाने की कोशिश की गई। क्या घरों में भी लोग घुसे, क्या वहाँ पे भी तोड़फोड़ करने की?
ये ध्रुवकर जी का घर है यहाँ पर बाजू में, उनके घर में भी पत्थर वगैरह मारे, और वो सब मास्क वगैरह पहन के आए थे।
कितने लोगों?
कम से कम 150-200 लोग इकट्ठा आए थे।
कुछ शोर भी कर गए थे, नारेबाजी भी?
नारेबाजी तो हम तो उधर थे, लेकिन कल्ला सुनाई दे रहा था।
तो आपको क्या लगता है कि आपको भी लगता है कि ये सुनियोजित?
एकदम सुनियोजित प्लान था। इतना इकट्ठा सारा चारों बाजू से पूरा लोग आना, ये कोई मामूली बात नहीं है। और बहुत से
गाड़ी फोड़ी, जिसपे उनका मुस्लिम लोगों का गाड़ी पे नाम रहता, उनको उन्होंने कुछ टारगेट नहीं बनाया। और जो हिंदू लोग की जैसे गाड़ी पे श्री राम जी लिखा रहता है, तो उनके गाड़ी को टारगेट बनाया उन्होंने।
मुझे कुछ बताया था कि कहाँ पर मुस्लिम,
सामने में पूरी मुस्लिम बस्ती है, उनकी यहाँ की एक भी कार नहीं टूटी गई। रास्ते पे गाड़ी है, लेकिन जहाँ पर ये गली में जो हिंदू के नाम लिखे हैं, श्री राम लिखा है या कुछ स्वस्तिक निकाला है, वही गाड़ी फोड़ी गई।
ये एक चौंकाने वाला बड़ा खुलासा जो है वो स्थानीय लोग कह गए हैं। ये आपका मकान है?
हाँ, ये मेरे बाजू में मेरी माँ पेशेंट है, मैंने 90 साल की पेशेंट है, उठना नहीं होता, ये नहीं था, बिल्कुल बाजू के है। वो धूल की वजह से उनको कैसा तो भी बेचैनी हुए, उनको हिलाया, फिर हमने भाई के यहाँ लेके गए। अभी
तो कितने बजे की घटना है उस वक्त आप कहाँ थे?
भाई दुकान में था।
अच्छा, तो आपको घर से फोन आया?
घर से फोन आया।
और क्या बोले?
कि ऐसा ऐसा माहौल है, आप इधर मत आओ।
सब पत्थर ले लेके दौड़ने लगे, हमारे घर के ऊपर भी पत्थर फेंके, ऊपर बच्चे थे दिखे उनको, उनके ऊपर भी पत्थर फेंके और पूरा हमारा दरवाजा खिड़की पर फोड़ने में लगे थे। गाड़ी गिरा दिए, हमारी कार जला दिए।
आपकी कौन सी कार कहाँ पार्क?
टाटा टिएगो गली में पार्क थी,
उसे पूरी जला दिया?
हाँ, पूरी जलकर खाक हो गई है। 1000-2000 थे लोग, ऐसे दौड़ रहे थे एक में के ऊपर, पत्थर फेंक रहे थे, बड़े बड़े गट्टू फेंक के मार रहे थे, ईटा फेंक के मार रहे थे।
Eyewitnesses are recounting the horror that unfolded last night. Let's also take you through the footage that we've accessed. Every piece of evidence here, every piece of visual that has come in from Nagpur, which police is also examining, goes on to show, one, that the mob was on rampage. This is what you saw in CCTV footage number 1. In footage number 2, you can see how cars are being damaged. In footage number 3, you can also see the stone pelting and the mobilization. In footage number 4, you saw how the cops were attacked. In footage number 5, you can see how the mob is also running amok and damaging private property. In footage number 6, you can see this CCTV has caught the mobilization in this footage. In footage number 7, you again saw how the area looked after the kind of clashes that unfolded. People were running amok on the streets and there was non-stop stone pelting. In footage number 8, another footage which goes on to prove that there was violence, there was arson and there was vandalism. Let's listen to how the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, has also called for peace, has appealed to the people in the area where the violence unfolded to ensure that there is no more escalation.
नागपुर के महल इलाके में जिस प्रकार से तनाव की स्थिति निर्माण हुई, ये बहुत ही निंदनीय है। जिस प्रकार से कुछ लोगों ने पत्थरबाजी की है, पुलिस पर भी पत्थर फेंके हैं, ये बिल्कुल गलत है। मैं स्वयं इन सारी घटनाओं पर नजर रखकर हूं। मैंने पुलिस कमिश्नर को ये कहा है कि कानून व्यवस्था बनाने के लिए जो भी कड़े से कड़े कदम उठाने की आवश्यकता हो वो उठाए जाए और शांति को बनाया जाए। अगर कोई दंगा करता है, कोई पुलिस पर पत्थर फेंकता है, कोई समाज में तनाव निर्माण करता है, तो ऐसे सभी लोगों के ऊपर कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई की जाए। और मैं सभी को अपील करता हूं कि नागपुर एक बहुत ही शांति प्रिय इस प्रकार की नगरी है, यहाँ की शांति भंग न हो, इस प्रकार से सभी लोगों ने व्यवहार और बर्ताव करना चाहिए। और कोई भी अगर इस प्रकार से तनाव निर्माण करने का प्रयास करेगा तो उसके ऊपर बहुत कड़ी कार्रवाई की जाएगी,
असा विश्वास मी आपल्या सगळ्यांना देतो। माननीय मुख्यमंत्र्यांनाही या संबंधातली सर्व माहिती मिळालेली आहे, त्यामुळे आपण कुठल्याही अफवांवर विश्वास न ठेवता आपण सगळ्यांनी सहकार्य करावं आणि प्रेमाचं, सौहार्दाचं उत्तम वातावरण ठेवण्याकरता मदत करावी, पोलिसांना मदत करावी, असं माझी आपल्या सगळ्यांना नम्र विनंती आहे।
एक लोकशाही में आंदोलन होने के बाद में आज तक देखा नहीं गया कि कोई समाज, कोई गुट पथराव करेगा, लेकिन नागपुर में 2 घंटे के अंदर पथराव किया गया, अग्निशमन की गाड़ी फोड़ी गई, आग लगाई गई। इतना ही नहीं तो आग बुझाने के लिए आने वाले फायर ब्रिगेड के ऊपर हमला किया, पुलिस के ऊपर हमला किया। ये संगठित गुनहगारी जो है, ये संगठित समाज कंटक जो है, वो ये चीज जो कर रहे हैं वो इसलिए कर रहे कि देवेंद्र जी फडणवीस की सरकार पूरे गुनहगारी के ऊपर अंकुश लगा रही है। पूरे वर्ली मटके के धंधे हो, रेती के धंधे हो, गुटखे के धंधे हो, गौवंश हत्या हो, उसके ऊपर जब लगाम कसी गई है तो ये संगठित गुनहगारी निर्माण होती है और उन्होंने इस मौके का फायदा लिया है।
पहले सब कैमरे टूटे, बाद में चुन कर वहां तक, उनके घर तक, उनके अंदर तलवार, ये सब दिख रहा है। पूरा वेल प्लान सारा विषय दिख रहा है। मैं अभी सीपी साहब से सुबह में मैंने बात की। ये जो जगह है ये बहुत सेंसिटिव जगह है। यदि शहर में कभी भी कुछ होता है तो पहले 10-20 पुलिस वाले इस चौराहे पे उखड़ रहे थे। वेल प्लान घटना थी। मैं माननीय
Arunil continues to stay with us as he brings us the ground update. Arunil, we are piecing together the sequence of events as they unfolded. The CCTV videos that are now emerging, the purported videos of the Nagpur clashes, but also get us the latest update with regards to the investigation. How many detentions have been made? How many FIRs have been filed? How many cops have been injured in the clashes that took place last night? And what's the latest update with regards to the investigation?
Well, we were speaking to the local Zone 2 DCP. He said that 48 people have been accused, have been detained so far. They will be shown as arrested and will be produced in court in some time. The cops are speaking to these 48 accused as well, trying to find out who else were there. This digital evidences in the form of several CCTV visuals that the Nagpur police basically has. We have shown 7 CCTV visuals till now, but in the entire road from Mahal to Chitnis Park, all the CCTV visuals have been studied. The cops also suspect that some of these CCTV cameras were purposely destroyed by the miscreants so that they are not captured in those cameras. The miscreants were also wearing a mask. People in the mob were carrying weapons like sticks. They were carrying knives as well. What was the reason to carry knives and attack the residents? Extremely shocking.
I want you to stay with us, Arunil, because we also have an official reaction coming in